eliminate your focusing on the why and really focus on and ask the question, how? Don't just ask the question, but actually execute. How what? Well, the first thing I would say, the first thing that was the most pivotal to me was asking myself how I wanted to be as my core temperature as a person. Now listen, y'all, this is me getting deep, but seriously, I asked myself that because I was such an angry woman. I was an angry young woman. I was an angry girl. I did a lot of stuff. I accomplished a lot of goals despite being angry, but man, that anger, it caused a lot inside of me. And so I no longer wanted to be angry. I wanted to change the temperature. I was exhausted. I felt like, I was supposed to have a mother that loved me and wanted me. I was supposed to have a family that kept me when I was in foster care. I was supposed to not be sexually assaulted in the military. I was supposed to not be hurt by individuals in my life, I had a lot of thoughts about how I was supposed to be treated in life. And because of that, I felt that that was my why. That was me focusing on the why, because I wanted to be treated in a certain way. I didn't feel like I was. I felt like I had all kinds of justification for how I was, how I moved around the world. It wasn't like I wasn't me and still pursuing amazing stuff, but I can't say it was excellence, because sometimes it was angry excellence. It was the angry pursuance of excellence. It was the I will knock you down if you get in my way kind of pursuance, that bull in the china shop. And even though that's a kind, right? Eventually balance is what's going to need to take over in order for you to grow and to truly evolve to the woman you're supposed to be. And that's where the how comes in at, okay? That's where the how comes in at. Because when you focus on the how, right? For me, when I focused first, not a goal, not anything for anyone else. This was me saying, T, you got to change that temperature, baby. You just can't be this angry, raging Cajun going around here. At some point, you've got to let this stuff go. You've grown now. You've got to choose how you want to be. Why were you so angry? Why were you so angry? And the reason was because I felt like, I don't feel like this anymore, that I was denied love, that this was something that I was supposed to have and I did not, or it was taken away from me in some kind of way. And so that was truly the why, but I was just focusing on being angry about it. I never asked myself, what's the real why, right? And when I asked myself, what's the real why, and I got that, then I was able to receive that enough to eventually switch it to, okay, so how do you want to feel now? How do you want to feel now? Okay, you got that out the way, girl. Woo, Lord, you just had a whole kumbaya moment with yourself. You can cry, boo-hoo. Blow your nose, baby. Blow your nose. Get that little part in the corner over there. Listen, all of that happened. And how do we want to move forward? For me, when I asked myself that question, because I do believe in the power of manifestation, I do believe in living your life as if you are the person that lives in that right now. I said that the thing that I missed the most, I felt that I missed the most in my life was what I wanted to feel the most in my life. How can I feel loved? Be loved. Be loved. And so that is my North Star. It's not a business. It's not this family. It's not my family, my bigger family. It's not this audience. It's none of this. It is, how can I get up every day and be loved in everything I do? When it comes to my business, being loved means I want to 10x everything I do. I want to 10x every relationship. I want to The military mindset in me wants to just support and hold people's arms up and help them to drive fast, right? And I just want to 10x whatever they're doing. The love in me regarding my thoughts and making sure that I'm always prepared for you, right? For myself, for my clients. I want to 10x making sure that I can manage those thoughts in a cyclical way so they're not sitting in them so long that it's causing me to not do my job, right? I pour it into every little thing. I want to 10x the relationships I have. So I am intentional in the questions that I ask so that I know exactly how I can improve in that relationship, how I can show up better in that relationship. I ask intentional questions, right? These are things that go from, okay, the pursuance of real good to, baby, we're pursuing excellence, okay? We're not making assumptions, we're asking questions, and we're pausing and waiting for a response. And then we're making a choice to do something, to act in combination of what you know to be good and also the feedback you've just gotten. Man, listen, I know it sounds so simple, but it is something that is not being done, okay? And so when you really look at 10xing everything in your life, in my business, it is, I have clients, I have business partners, I have associates, I have employees, right? How can I 10x their experience? When it is me interacting with social media, how can I 10x their experience, right? And so it all goes back to me to, how do I want to make them feel, right? The same question I ask myself, I want to feel love, let me go be love, right? How can I be love on my social media? Man, baby, show me when I am just dancing, just being my regular self, when I am just throwing out this good word just because it was on my heart on a Tuesday afternoon. Baby, just be you, T, just be you, because that is love when you're being your authentic self. And so that's how I pour myself into that, and in so many other ways. But the point is that if you have a core mission on who you want to be, aka values, okay, all right, aka who you want to be, characteristics of who you want to be, the things that make you you, when you know that first, baby, everything else falls into place, okay? That business, now you can make decisions. You're no longer confused because you know who you are. You know what the core of what your offer has to be embedded and rooted in. Love, okay? That's for me. I know y'all hear that all the time because it's really, really what I say. It's not a gimmick, okay? It's what I say, and it truly keeps me from spitting this mouth sometimes. Y'all have no idea how much this mouth used to get me in trouble and used to have to make me use these hands. And when I say that I'm a different person because I choose love. I choose not to allow ego to make me respond first because my feelings are hurt. I choose to sit in what I just experienced and respond in the utmost of understanding and love. That's an active and intentional choice that we can make at all times. But when we are focused on a core mission, first for ourselves, then maybe for our families, then maybe for our businesses, right? How we want to navigate this world, baby, it happens just like that. All right, y'all, that is the pursuance of excellence, in my opinion, how it goes. Now, listen, I'm not telling you to go pursue love. I'm not telling you that's the word that has to resonate with you. But what I am saying is decide who you are if you don't know. And if you don't know, it's okay to create her right now. And that core, right? Is it integrity? Listen, I stand in integrity in everything I do, right? It may seem like that's the same as love, but it is not, right? I'm not saying it's for me, but listen, love could make somebody lie through their teeth, right? It doesn't for me, but it could, right? I stand in integrity means something different, okay? Whatever it is that is your thing, you got to know your thing, okay? Once you know your thing, oh baby, it makes things so much more easy to flow, less complicated, right? There is no stagnation in your growth. There's only opportunity to see things differently and move after it. All right, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. I'm 10 minutes in this thing, and I won't go 10.2. Peace.